10 years, a decade of love, laughter, and the slow, quiet cracks that can shatter even the strongest foundations. For Dev and Annika, life had taken over. Dev had chased success, climbing the corporate ladder. Annika had put her own dreams on hold, leaving her job when they moved for his promotion, embracing being a stay-at-home mom when they started a family. At first it felt right. She cherished being there for their children's milestones, making their house a home. But as the years passed, something shifted. Dev was always working, the financial pressure fell on his shoulders alone, and Annika, despite loving her children, felt like she had lost a part of herself. One night, after another long day, Dev walked into the house, exhausted. Bills were piling up, and every week it seemed like another big check needed to be written. As soon as he stepped into the kitchen, Annika started on him, frustration in her voice. "I feel like we barely see you." "You're working all the time." Dev sighed and tossed his briefcase onto the counter. "Annika, I don't have a choice. Someone has to keep paying for all of this." Her face tightened. "I'm not asking for luxury, Dev, I'm asking for time." Dev ran a hand through his hair, frustration spilling into his voice. "Maybe I wouldn't have to work so much if you went back to work," he snapped. "Or if you didn't give the kids every single thing they asked for. You always say yes to them. If you were stricter, maybe we wouldn't be stretched so thin." Silence filled the room. Annika's throat tightened. His words punched her in the gut. She never felt more worthless. Her voice shook. "Is that what you think of me? That I don't contribute? That I just spend your money and spoil the kids?" Dev exhaled sharply, already regretting his words, but the damage was done. For 3 days, silence filled their home, a heavy, unspoken distance. Annika was lost in a storm of self-doubt. On the 4th evening, as Annika stood in the kitchen making tea, her eyes landed on her favorite ceramic cup sitting on the shelf. The cup had once belonged to her grandmother. Years ago, it had slipped from her hands and cracked. She couldn't bring herself to throw it away. Instead, she had carefully mended it with gold, just as her grandmother had once taught her. It was a Japanese technique called Kintsugi. She traced the delicate golden lines with her fingertips, remembering the lesson her grandmother had shared. Cracks are part of our stories. They don't make things worthless, they can make them even more beautiful. And then it hit her. Her marriage was cracked. She was cracked. But that didn't mean she was broken. That evening, when Dev came home, she placed the cup in front of him at the dinner table. He looked at it, confused. "What's this?" She sat down, steadying herself. "This cup was broken once. I could have thrown it away, but instead, I repaired it, not to erase the cracks, but to make them part of something even stronger." Dev swallowed, guilt washing over him. She took a deep breath. "I don't need you to erase what you said. I just need you to understand why it hurt. I have given everything to this family, not in money, but in love, in sacrifices, in ways you don't always notice. And I need you to respect that." Dev stared at the cup, imperfect but beautiful, just like them. "Annika, I've been so caught up in the pressure of providing that I lost sight of what you do for our family. You've held everything together. I know that, and I'm sorry for making you feel like that wasn't enough." Her eyes glistened, but she stayed quiet, letting his words sink in. That night they sat outside on the porch, just the two of them. They talked about everything they hadn't said in years, their dreams, their fears, their exhaustion, the parts of themselves they had both put on hold. Annika admitted that she missed working, not for the money, but for the sense of independence. Dev confessed that he sometimes felt like he had to bear everything alone, afraid that if he failed, the whole family would struggle. For the first time in a long time, they felt like partners again, not just two people running a household. They made a plan to grow together. Instead of letting resentment build again, they created a plan for balance. Annika would explore part-time work or a passion project, something just for her, something that reminded her of who she was outside of being a mom. Dev would set boundaries with work, prioritizing family time so he wasn't constantly exhausted. They would make time for each other, regular date nights, even if it was just tea on the porch, talking like they used to. Remember, forgiveness isn't just about saying I'm sorry. It's about acknowledging the hurt, reconnecting with each other, and making real changes to grow together. Like Kintsugi, love isn't about hiding the cracks. It's about making them part of something even stronger. Like, subscribe, and comment for more videos.